Oh, okay. Well, remaking apparently is always the move. Oh, and we do have Nerd queued. Wonderful. Okay. So we've got base map landscapes. We have a game. We've got double big buildings in rounds 5 and 6. We got towns in 4, spades in 1. I was saying I wanted to do dig bomb dwarves, and apart from both shipping tiles being in, this seems quite good for that. I do have 4th pick though, so that could make things a little difficult. Close off this GeoGuessr game. Exactly, George, exactly. Fakirs are obviously pretty good here, thanks to the doubled terrible endgame scoring, just like dwarves. Take advantage of that. We have nomads in seat 1. Not sure how fancy nomads can get here. Nomads are possibly the least fancy thing imaginable. Let's see, past tiles, it looks like the center 4 tiles are the ones that get taken in round 1. Alchemists. Alchemists could be fancy with a high cult motive. That's possible with landscape. You're going to need to find points non-economically with late game big buildings. Then we have giants. So the reason this is good for dig bombing dwarves is you want to take Earth 2 in round 1, a late-ish stronghold, and then your last 2 rounds are the result of piling up as many workers as you can, and then just 2 workers into 4 points, 2 workers into 4 points, 2 workers into 4 points. You advance your dig. And that's a good way of scoring when the game doesn't offer other ways of scoring. And with the late Stronghold Sanctuary tiles doubled, this looks like a fairly low-scoring track to me. The problem with dwarves is giants in the game makes that a bit awkward. Might make alchemists good. Like, color-wise, I'm not really sure what I would do if this was a normal game. I might put a green faction in. So putting a gray faction in isn't that crazy. So I think it's a good opportunity for culty alchemists. Giants, there is a known fancy line with giants. Dig's first round big building tile driller time. No, I don't think it's driller time. That would also create a super sandwich. But we'll go with dwarves here. Alright. This actually is a fine cult track for alchemists to try to be strong on. Early fire and water is pretty nice. No priest tiles makes it a bit interesting. All factions are 057 or 570 power, meaning whoever gets the power tiles has some advantage with that. So the past tiles probably go worker power for dwarves, big building for giants. No, spade for dwarves, big building for giants, worker power for alchemists, and temp ship for nomads. Or reversed. Temp ship for alchemists, worker power for nomads. If I end up on nomads, I'll probably do a half dwelling rush, which isn't super great, I don't think. I am planning to give up some points of auction value here and hop to dwarves pretty quickly. I think giants are clearly the 30 faction being sandwiched. They're going to have so few natural reds. I don't want to bid alchemists too far, because the game isn't inherently that high scoring. Black in the game makes G6 an interesting point between alchemists and dwarves, who could very happily double dig this tile. Or this hex. Alright, I think that's as low as I want to go on alchemists. I might bid 1 or 2 on nomads before going to dwarves. Gonna start scaling down these alchemist bids. Alchemists do, like, probably just have an advantage being in the right part of the color wheel here. Giants disrupting them is very possible. Yeah, their past tiles are fine. Alright, and dwarves are available for 30. I'm going to put 1 nomad's bid on and jump to dwarves. Dwarves are pretty fragile with giants in the game. I think I might be giving up a couple points of auction value to the first couple seats here, but it's fancy play syndrome. We're going to dig bomb dwarves and see how it goes. So the game plan is going to be, let's try to put down as many dwellings as we can in rounds 1 and 2. We're going to take Earth 2 in round 1. E5 for alchemists. It's not what I would have done. I would have done C1, E10, probably with giants in the game. G2 for giants. It's a bit worrisome, but I don't think it's that bad for me. Take the usual 2. Get these incomes on. Giants do go D7. Alchemist C10. So my 2 towns, with dwarves aiming for 2 towns is probably the move. We're going to take this stretch, or we're going to probably get G6. And then something in here looks pretty straightforward. Need to beat nomads to D4. I don't think giants are in a great position here. I'm not getting a ton of leech in round 1, which is not great, but I do have the spade tile. Might actually aim to dig and build E9 first move. What that would do is get me a better... Well, maybe it doesn't work out from the 4th seat. I mean, if I was fancy giants here, I'd be probably going on E3. Well, maybe not. If I was fancy giants, maybe I'd try to take temp ship, get the workers action, sail to G1, go to E3, something like that. Priest to Earth round 1 certainly looks good. I am planning on just taking Air 2. Or Earth 2, rather. Earth 2, try to get a lot of Air Cult rewards in round 5. That can really be great in a Dig Bomb game. In past Dig Bomb games, I've had success with Earth 2 as the only favor tile. 1 or 2 towns. Like, you really don't need that much as long as you build out your economy well. And Giants are apparently going to give me a good amount of space here. I don't know how early I need to worry about connecting, but getting my landscape down on C4 doesn't seem impossible. Nomads take D3, B4. I'll take the spade. Right, my priests mid-game go to air. Priest to Earth round 1 definitely has a lot of value. Might consider building a second temple in round 3, but not really sure I need it. Alchemists do take worker power over temp ship. They're fine expanding their land area for now. You dig bombed a game with Sanctuary opening, that could definitely work. I feel like Earth 1 takes away from the dig bomb part of it, though. I'm talking like we're scoring at least 40 on digs, on tunnels this game. That's what I'm talking about. Put up the stronghold in round 5. How much expanding the window can I get away with? Probably not very much. Yeah, 6 last round tunnels is definitely good. Alright, I like that stuff is happening in the east. I'm gonna keep upgrading. I'm gonna upgrade here first before using... Well, I'm probably not getting double dig. That seems way too much to ask for. So apart from digging and building E9, I could go for a single dig action. It's kind of underwhelming, though. I probably take the priest action when it comes around. Upgrading first makes sure I get this Alchemist Leech, even though it feeds them as well. Alchemists do have a good opening here, I think. Nomads not being able to claim E6. I expect Alchemists take E6 and D8 on a double dig. That's what I would do. But these players are in the 200, 300 rating area, so we never know what's going to happen. Alchemists could decide to open Stronghold. Nomads take the Priest. That's okay. Not super hard committed on that Priest, even though it is good value. Not really sure what nomads want the priest for besides to cults. That might just be enough. With giants in the game not needing to rush Earth 1, it does create that slightly odd dynamic. Because I'm not getting too much power this round, Alchemists do dig D8. I'm expecting the other on E6. F7. Okay, well, more leech for me is good. It does mean that G6 is getting kind of unlikely as a hex for me, unless I double dig it next round. Alchemist choosing to build the hex is a little weird. Unless they knew for sure giants were upgrading. Okay. So I think I'm getting two upgrades from, or two things from alchemists here, which means I can be at 12 power for next round and take the double dig. Nomads fly up the Earth Cult. Forget towning in the east. That is fine if G6 gets taken. I probably do like the leech. Nomads basically aren't going to have a dig here unless they sandstorm. Alchemists are going stronghold. So they basically gave away a point. I probably secure D4. Oh, well, okay. Sure. Whatever you like, Giants. So, connection is probably in the south. G3 is the key hex, of course. Though I could also landscape F4. Yeah, this is tons of power. I'm happy with this. Am I passing right behind giants? I mean, they're probably doing a power action, which means I'd probably have to take a power action. They can bridge to D6. So they're probably taking two more moves, meaning it's going to be hard for me to get the big building tile. We have 3 strongholds from the opponents here, which means nobody's taking Earth 1 round 1. That's fun. It is for chumps. 2 workers for alchemists. Can't hurt. Giants are passing, so I'm going to get the big building tile. Does that mean they're going to try to take the spade action? They're probably going to take double dig. I don't agree with that. I don't think it's great for them, but I think that's what they are doing. Alchemists are getting a town round 1. I think they're short on digs, right? I guess they're not if I take single dig. Wow. I mean, more leech for me that way. I guess this is already a point where I have to decide what's happening, like what I think is happening between Giants and Alchemists this round. I think I hope that Giants don't double dig G3, but I think they might. I think I just have to pass for the tile. Single dig is just underwhelming. Well, I can't get to G3, right? This is where I'd really want the landscape. Though this does get me to G1. I think Giants are probably taking G1, E3. I'm gonna pass. It's definitely not unreasonable to single dig, but I'm gonna shoot a little high here. I get the 2 workers on this pass tile. Nomads still need to sandstorm. They do sandstorm E6. Well, here's the thing, right, Phoenix? Like, we can be pretty confident that coins is their best action. But that's something that we all pick up with experience, right? And the elos here suggest that they're not the most experienced player. They're like, okay, they're an okay player, but I don't know if I can trust anything that's going to happen. I kind of have to plan for my worst case scenario and accept that I'm gonna survive, basically. Alchemists are doing this. They are gonna get their town, which is... I mean, Stronghold 5 Dwellings, I guess, is a very strong opening. The stats say that no matter what Alchemist opening you choose, if it involves 4 Dwellings being down, it's probably a good one. Now, this is something I don't think I've really seen before, but that's pretty cool. My leech situation is very good now. I'm already getting good workers. Yeah, this is the fancy alchemist play that I couldn't really envision. Let's hope Giants take coins. Gotta love it when your fears come to life. It's really a great time. Yeah. This is probably just too wasteful of power on Giant's part. Let's see. So if I dig G3 and build the landscape, then my connection is more or less secured for the whole game. Nomads are off to a slow start. I can still get to this through the back door on E4. 5 workers, and then I'm a worker short, but I can take a worker's action. This is probably worth it. I am getting a lot of very good leech here from people contesting interesting hexes. So the plan for this round is workers action, hop to C2, hop to H6. Oh yeah, bridge is doable also. Bridge is a good call. We'll definitely take the workers action next. Priest to heir is a consideration. Do nomads even want the workers action? They're the only one. Well, I guess alchemists might want it for generic reasons. Alchemists haven't done anything with priests yet, which is probably going to slow them down hard soon. Though maybe they do their landscape here. That would be a fine play. Yeah, okay. Not taking the coins feels very wrong. I would say this setup is average or a bit below average on coins. So one town here and then a second town down south is very possible. Alchemists don't really want to take h7, i10, I don't think. I am feeling some regret by not taking single spade last round. Not only are alchemists having a good start, but I actually did forget that I would get 2 points from it. That's fancy, right? Forgetting that you're getting points in a round. Nomads lock out alchemists from having a town in this area. I do think that's a mistake for them not taking e6 last round on their double dig. Though it's hard to say this town is a mistake in round 1 when you can end round 1 with stronghold 5 dwellings and 2 bonus workers. That is pretty strong. All right, so I think bridge won't be contested yet. All right, coins go, priest goes. Maybe I don't need to send it to heir. I don't think anyone's going to send their priest to heir with any urgency, so I am just going to do this now. Alchemists are shipping, or they have shipping. Yeah, I guess alchemists definitely want to advance ship here. Place 3 more dwellings. Yeah, this is just very strong for them. Sandstorm D2. Trying to invite alchemists to E4, or maybe just preparing to get a little extra leech on C1. So I do want to aim to get my central town done in round 4. Not sure how easy that's going to be. Giants are starting to work on cutting off alchemists from connecting north. I like to see that. Still no one has Earth 1. Very fun. I have the only favor tile. Also fun. It means I have the only priest production in a game where there's no priest pass tile. Nomads are passing here, I expect, for coins, but might be for the power if they want a specific action. And instead they take the dwelling pass tile with 4 coins on it. I guess that's reasonable. Given the opposition's complete lack of interest in priest acquisition, I think I am going to have to make a temple next round and go double temple. Because I also want to commit two of my priests to advanced digging by round 5. Possibly round 6, but most likely round 5. One thing I could consider is going for the water spade. Because I'm not sure if the favor tile should be Earth 1 or Water 1. Because how many trading post upgrades am I gonna want to make? It's not quite as many as usual. But maybe it is still Water 1. It does get the spade. It's too late for Air 2. Double dig E4 might be possible later in the game when I advance my digging. Okay, so I9 or H8. I'll do I9. And then the pass tile for me. I'm assuming alchemists build one more dwelling. Yeah, okay. Wow, what a start for them. Stronghold 8 dwellings after 2 rounds. I could pass now for the spade. That's probably the right play. Spading E3 is going to be important for that town in round 4. Gives me a couple coins. Yeah, this is good. It does give alchemists the worker tile. Alchemists have an explosive start, but they're going to be playing... Did this song come on again? What the heck? I don't like on alchemists how they don't have Earth 1. It seems difficult to score enough this game. With all the workers in the world, it's a lot of fun, but... Alright, who's gonna go crazy and take C3? Giants have no ship. Alchemists are a double dig away from that. They did advance their dig once and have 1 million workers. Having 2 priests is great here. And nomads go for coins. Can't be wrong. Or it can't be too wrong. My town is probably going to be the 2-key town. I don't think I build a second trading post this round. I think I only build one and upgrade it to Water 1. And I probably do that on C2. There's just not that much potential to get Leech on D4 or E7 from what I see right now. I guess Giants are probably eyeing up E8, but have a lack of priests and or coins. I am going to have enough priests to send to these cults, though. I think I do have enough for water, air, and earth. And then take a Tukey town. Do we need this water dig? Not especially, but because I can tunnel with it, I can send it to, like, I-11. Town spot secure. I probably tunnel build H8 this turn, which means I could also spend the digs down here. Keep getting leech, which is great. I am going to want quite a few coins pretty soon. I actually don't have enough coins to get a temple right now. Yep, definitely noticed that one. Yep. Means I probably do have to build another trading post this round and convert all my power to coins. Is that even enough? Maybe it will be once I do my priests to cults. It's also possible I'm not supposed to build a temple this round and just put a trading post up. That would limit the amount of coins I need. It means I can probably take a coins action next round if I pass early enough. My guess is that alchemists are not going to pass early. If I don't build a temple, then I'm not getting the water dig. Really like the idea of getting the water dig. Well, Nomad's upgrading here does encourage me to upgrade E7. I wonder how much trading posting my opponents are going to do. Oh, this feeds Nomads twice. Never mind. I don't like that as much. Well, now I have enough power to not burn too much. Wow, these cults are going to be ultra wide open. I might be able to score like at least 24 points on these cults because of everyone else's lack of temples. Alright, so I don't have enough stuff to do a temple and a tunnel. Alchemists do take water 1. I think that's a fairly good play. Is this the water 1 rush that I wasn't expecting? That's fine. I can play without water 1. Could just take Earth 1. I've only built 5 structures out of, I don't know, 13 network would be, yeah, it's hard to say. Well, Giants aren't taking water 1, so I think I still want it. If Giants wanted water 1, they would have taken it there. So I'm going to assume I have Priest as the more contested. No, Priest isn't contested either. But it gets me better power management. I really think I'm safe on both fronts. Giants sound to me like, well, sound is a weird word to use there, but they appear to me like they're going to build another trading post. I do get another 2-for-1 here. What is with this shuffle? This shuffle is in a loop of 3 songs. That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. Click on that and see what happens. I think things are going all right. My worker income's good. I'm getting a lot of good leech here. Giants don't even build another trading post. I assume they take... Oh, they didn't have a... They did have ship scoring to take, but they didn't want it. Alright, so water one's safe, which means I'm gonna do other stuff. Probably send the priest to Earth first. Nah, this is fine. Giants do have the ability to take the coins action next round. I will not. Assuming that they do. I do have enough coins now to temple trading post. I think that is going to be a good play. Alchemists take a single dig on h4. I will take the more leech. As it continues to be a bit disturbing how much alchemists have spread, but without taking Earth 1 earlier... I mean, they look okay. They definitely don't look bad, but I still have questions about how they plan to score enough this game. This would be wonderful if this game ended with no Earth 1 taken, but I think it's going to be too good for someone at some point. The workers action is still around. The priest action is still around. I'm going to need a lot of coins to fuel my dig advances. Nomads are kind of out of stuff to do, right? They can either burn a crazy amount of power or pass. I guess burning 3 down to a priest... and then either using it as a worker for a trading post or sending it to a cult. Both seem okay. I'm expecting to get a lot of power from my cult town, right? I should also start asking myself, do I need... the 2-key town. And I'm not actually sure I do. It does seem correct to build a trading post here. Or rather there. Because it gets me the coins back for building the trading post next round. It's 3 extra points this round. And nomads don't really want this power. They're slightly overcharged. Okay. So this worker income is a little short of where I'd like it to be. The cult dig next round, or between rounds, is I11. I6 is fun. It gets back at Giants for taking E9, but Giants haven't taken a scoring favor, so not sure how much I like that. Alchemists do take the dwelling tile. It is one round too early for me to want the big building tile. I can priest or save my resources, and I think saving the resources is the prudent move. Worker power is a tempting combination of stuff, but the coins are just going to be better for me in the long run. Confirm that this seems best. Like, I could do C4, but Giants are right next door. The nice thing about just the single key town is that it gives me almost as much power. It gives me the worker breakpoint. I guess it is a little less dominant in terms of the cult assertion. And people might be getting priests eventually, question mark? No, I have no idea, Ghostly. I think their elo right now is representative of their actual skill. Which means they're a fine but not great player. Alright, Alchemist fully advanced dig. Giants look to plan on Fire 2, Stronghold C5, double dig action A11. That seems to be their game plan. Besides the trading post this round, I think I want to build H8 and I11. And have 2 cult digs on I10. I guess E4, the back door, is closed off. I6 is possible. Alright, so Priest to Cult, upgrade, town. Alright, what town do I want? I can get a second cult dig by taking the 2-key town. It comes with 2 more power, but I think that's where the benefits end. The worker town was definitely viable also. But I really like playing the cults when I'm like barely hitting the power barriers. I think that is the best way to play them personally. In a lot of situations. I do have enough priests, because I have 2 temples, to send both of my priests to cults this round and still have enough for advanced digging. So it does look like my read on the Giants' plan is correct. They will get 2 towns this round because of it. We all know Giants taking double dig action twice is just way too inefficient to score a lot of points by the end of the game. It doesn't fit their nature. They have no internal scoring. They need to play the track and bonus tiles extremely strong most times, and they're not doing that here. It looks like Nomad's taking another priest. They are on the ship tile, so I think they're probably doing that instead of going farther up cults. I continue to get small amounts of leech. I can consider taking a worker's action. but I'm not sure I want to here. I could even consider not building I-11, but I think I do want to. There's Fire 2 for Giants. I feel like Alchemists and Nomads have enough stuff to do this round to where I have time to build the I-11 before passing. I can send my Priest to cults later because there's still no pressure on the cults. I guess I could send a Priest to Fire to lock down that 3 spot. Though that does sacrifice an air worker. Such decisions. Probably the 3 spot's good. The location of my stronghold's gonna suck a bit. It's probably H8. The other option is to not try to make this a town until the end of the game and just stronghold D4. That might be the better option. Alchemists take another workers action. Their workers are absolutely ridiculous and they should have no problem pushing out all their structures by the end of the game. I do think it's like overkill, actually. I'm putting this dwelling down for worker production. I'm a little short on that compared to where I'd like to be. Giants have this move and another one to go. Putting down the Cave of Wisdom seems good. Especially when they only have 2 more dwellings. I think aesthetically I would have put the Cave of Wisdom on C5. I think that's a sharper place to put it. But I guess in terms of order of operations, it's fine to secure C5, make sure you also get a dwelling down. So shouldn't complain too much. All right, so passing for big buildings and the coins action is looking better and better. What are alchemists up to? They did fully advance dig. Okay. I bet they're upgrading I8 and then digging I7, making a town. Giants still have a move to town. Nomads have 2 moves to town. So I think I have time to send a priest off here. And get an even better idea about my power situation before figuring out how many to convert at the end of the round here. Giants building a dwelling there seems bad tempo-wise. Alright, I do get this leech. I don't need to send the priest off to air right now. Everyone still has a move left. I will want I6, yeah. But I think I try to take that as a surprise if possible. It doesn't seem very possible, honestly. And I do want to keep enough territory. So the thing about dig bomb games that's kind of funny is that you want to have something like really far out into the corner so that you have hexes that you can actually hop to and repeatedly dig at. So like C5 is amazing for that when you have nobody in the north because you just have this whole ring of stuff to be dig bombing, turning back and forth for points. Anyway, convert 1, that gives me the power to the capacity to delete 2, even though I don't think it's likely to happen. And then pass for big building. Get the coins action. Stronghold D4. Maybe take a workers action also. Both coin towns go off the board here. What was this one? That's a coin town. That's a coin town. Giants with 2 coin towns. Alchemists, I expect, are going to take a worker town. I don't think it's good for them. I think they've overdone it on the workers, but... if I were them, I'd for sure take a priest town. They're so behind on priests. I mean, they've done enough to advance their tech, but the cult side of things, I think I'm doing, like, I'm lucky to have such an advantage on priests, and alchemists do take another worker town. The thing about alchemists is, like, doing a slightly more normal path to your buildings gets you more points and still the ability to build everything. And I think that's something I took a long time to understand trying to play alchemists also, is that you don't need to go hyper crazy about workers, because that will cost you too many points. Giants do make another temple here. They take Earth 1. I think this timing is pretty clearly suboptimal, because they could have done that at the beginning of the round. And I missed that they did a trading post here instead of building A12. Alchemists with so many workers could technically just, like, take A12 away from you as giants. And when you want every possible hex, that doesn't seem like a great deal. So to start next round, I'll be at 9 workers, 16 coins, spending 4 and 6 for a stronghold. 5 and 10, that's barely enough to advance dig twice. Yeah, exactly deranged. They did not get the memo, George. It is very disappointing, for sure. Nomads take the single key, the remaining 8-point town. There still is the 2-key town out there. I'm getting 1 cult dig. Alchemists upgrade C1 to trading post. So alchemists have their max coin income. Their economy is dumb. It's so good. But they're only going to be able to score 5 more points. Tunneling looks pretty ugly. So right now I can tunnel anything between, or A4, A5, A6 I can tunnel. C4 is tunnelable. And E11 is tunnelable. So it's not great. I can try to do some long transforms. I think it'll be fine. I'm not super worried about it yet, but it is right to be looking out for that. I could also maybe beat Alchemist to A4. So the idea I'm thinking about right now is ignoring the coins action, cult digging I6, and just hopping there now. Like as the first action, as start player. Cost me an extra worker compared to getting the stronghold down first. And I haven't been doing quite as well on workers as I would have liked. In part because alchemists are just like ridiculously pumping workers into their economy. They've built all but 4 structures already. They're at 57 points, and I don't know if they're trying hoarding alchemists or what, but besides Sanctuary Air 1, maybe trying to find a 4th town in the northwest, like, it doesn't look great for alchemists here to score. So there's the 2 leech I was ready for. Nomads and Giants might have pretty strong networks this game because Nomads opened Stronghold and Giants have taken Double Dig twice and only lost 2 reds so far. But they're not shipping. Alchemists are fully advanced except for through shipping. Which, of course, is a source of points that they're finished getting. Alchemists dig B2, okay. Undoing it. I'm thinking right now about the worthiness of towning in the southeast. You know, I think I'm going to be a lot happier when my round 5 cult workers come in. Yo, Radier, we are doing Dig Bum Dwarves with Giants in the game. We're playing a motley crew of opponents here who didn't take a favor tile collectively until round 3, Water 1. Alchemists have been playing fancy themselves. They got the double dig action and the single dig action in round 1 with a Stronghold. Open Stronghold 5 Dwellings Town, which was really something. I do want to build a Stronghold anyway, but do I want to spend 2 workers this round? And I'm not sure I do. It was a Stronghold 4 Dwelling Town. Oh, you mean this town? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be advancing digging, so like, if I don't cult dig I6 and take it first action, the plan would be to cult dig I12 and then double dig I10 with single workers each. So yeah, Alchemist didn't find a way to like make game-long points. This endgame scoring is obviously terrible, which makes this a good enough dig bomb candidate game. Yeah, the question really is right now, do I want the extra coins, taking them away from the table, or do I want to take I6? Taking the coins is probably more consistent with making a town in the southeast. The risk is running out of tunnel spots. Nomads, Sandstorm, the C4 green. It's an interesting call. I guess they're planning on towning B4, C4, D5, E8. Taking coins is consistent with advancing dig, yes. It's only 3 extra coins, though, right? And I have 9 in my supply, and my power is going to be 0, 0, 10. So I have enough, is the story. Have enough for now, is the story. I do not want this leech. Also, a town is less consistent with fancy play syndrome. I think this town is going to be easy enough later with 2 trading posts, 3 dwellings. I am going to still put my stronghold on D4. Alchemists don't get a pass tile here. Leave dwellings open for round 6. Alright, decision time. I actually think giants might be my bigger threat. Alchemists don't have enough buildings to take I-10. Like, they want to get to H3, and then they're, like, out of buildings they want. If I don't take the coins, I am leaving them to giants, which is kind of, like, the same issue. Alright, we'll be lame. I'm still going to stronghold here. I'm not going to upgrade to a trading post first. Don't want to lose those workers yet. I'm going to take the coins, do a stronghold, and if giants for some reason leave I6, I'll take it. But without I6, I'm going to be hopping to I4. Yeah, giants 100% want it. Alright, well, now this is even more reason to... Wait. Wow. Nomads did that because giants are on no ship. Alright, well, this is less reason to want the southwest, right? Yeah, it does look pretty taunting, but I mean, their fault for not advancing ship yet. Alchemists take the bridge this round. Means I probably want to hit A4 fast, but Alchemists have the... Oh. Alchemists are 3 turns away from taking H4. Which is about the same as I am, but... You know, we don't have to talk about that. I guess I could use the double dig action. It's actually not too late to use the double dig action because I'm going to be making 2 priests. Why don't I send my priests to air this round, all 3 of them? Stronghold, double dig A4, build A2. Alright. You need to move faster. 2 copies of Earth 1 still there. 3 copies of Air 1. Let's see what gets taken here. It is Earth 1. Some people are deciding to be chumps. Hmm. 4, 6, 8 workers. 9 workers. Yeah, I don't have the workers to build a teepee here if I want to build 2 dwellings. How does 14 structures look for my endgame? Not sure I need more than that. Nomads have the ability to? They do have 2 ship now. Yeah, okay. On 2 ship they have 1, 2, 3 hexes open, 4 with the... But they're like not very well built up right now and their economy kind of sucks. Like they're down to 2 workers here. Maybe I have the wrong read on it, who knows. Okay, so... Alchemist take Air 1. I still have a move's worth of time before I take A4. Yeah, I'm not sure I want to get to 15, because the more effort I spend on everything that's not dig bombing, the less dig bombing I can do. On the other hand, yeah, the map has been made a bit tough for me to be dig bombing. I don't know what I expected getting into 3 economic factions, against 3 economic factions, hoping for enough space to dig bomb, but you know, I tend to have big dreams. I figured something out. No, it's too dumb to leave that open. I can get more points by leaving that open, but Advanced Dig Alchemist, like, do I really want to challenge that? So this is an interesting leech decision. Because I'm planning to get 7 power on the air cult this round. Is it really dumb to send 3 priests to... Wait, I can't actually. I need to spend one of my priests. Oh, this is actually not as good as I thought this was. Okay. Sure. Yeah, I thought it was round 6. Yeah, let's blame the alchemists for that. They went so crazy on the workers action. No, that's dumb. I have a hex available. With a worker's action, can I get enough power to advance my digs once this round? Well, that's too much. Maybe it's not too much. Who knows? It's only 1 point worse than 2 3-for-2s. And this is just a general heuristic, and I did talk about something I would do with that power. So maybe it was an accept there. Which seems ridiculous, but, you know, maybe it's not. Alchemists are connected now. They had a bit of an adventure getting there. Well, I mean, they still had H3 available. So, who knows? I do have this... If I can get B1, there's the fun path to... I'm not getting B1. What am I talking about? Nomads are taking C4 and B1 this round, right? Big Town still on the board. Oh, Giants passed. When did they pass? Like 15 million years ago. They want that bridge, true. I would be happy to bridge block. Look at this! This is what we wanted! This is what we wanted! Giants have played a cool game. I mean, if you think this cult presence is cool, sure. On the board it might look cool, I'll give you that. I am just going to take the worker's action now. Don't really know what alchemists have in mind, but... I'm not going to try to find out the hard way. Yeah, I could definitely bridge I9 to H6 and be happy, so... That's going to be a mandatory bridge for Giants. That also means I'm whoever passes next has the other, like, good first action. Like, if they want coins. Yeah, Nomads can pass and take coins here. I think I don't want this. It's really hard to say. I also want to figure out what path style I'm ending up with. I'm just going to send another Priest to Air here. I'm not really sure why Alchemists are taking Air 3. It does give them 2 workers. I mean, Alchemists are just going for the build everything game, which is also cool in its own way. Sandstorm was still available, so Nomads put it on F2. I should pass right after Nomads, right? So would I rather have a cult worker and send my priest down to a worker? Or are Nomads going to spend their priest and I can get both? Alk will probably take I-10 as soon as they can in round 6. Yeah, if they block my town, that's okay. Yeah, I don't know how I managed to get other fancy players here, Ghostly, but it's definitely nice to see. As soon as yeah, they only are a trading post away from having a dwelling to place. They do already have I-11. Nomads do spend this move, so I do get both the moves I wanted here. And unless Nomads take single spade, well, if they do, I can build my dwelling. So I think I'm just safe to get Nomad's tile. It's only one extra dig if I'm fully advanced to do H7, I assume you mean? Yeah, that would be true. And I mean, I don't think I'll have a worker problem, but we'll see. I plan my whole game around not having a worker problem. Alchemists do pass here, so it looks like I do get to deny Alchemists and Nomads a pass tile. Seems good. Any coin issues? What? Coin issues? I have 3 coin income? I have a coin? I'm getting 2 from my pass tile? What do you mean coin issues? What do you mean? I'm not trying to advance dig again. What? Lessons in not going all out. You might have no coins, or none of something. Let's see if I can get a Miracle 2 Leech here. Otherwise, I'll bridge. If Giants don't. Because, you know, it's fun to teach lessons. Alright, they are responsible. Alchemists take the coins. Hoarding Alchemists. This is pretty fancy. Giants do have 4 priests. And they'd like to advance ship 3 times. So that means, I don't know, fire seems possible to win just by sending a priest there. Alright, what do I need for this town? I need 2 trading posts, that's 4 and 6. I need to build that dwelling, that's 5 and 8. I need to build another dwelling with 2 digs. That's 3 and 2 plus 5, 8 is 8, 10. 8 workers, 10 coins. I'm only 1 coin short of that. No, I'm 6 coins short of that because of dig. You worried about locking up air? I don't see why they'd fight air when they can fight water. Nomads are fighting a fire now. Kind of regretting spending 6 power on getting A4. Well, yeah, they took Area 3 already. There's only one more priest slot. I think water's just a much better spot for them to fight on. So even if I don't go crazy winning all these cults, I should have pretty good cult points by the end here. This is the part where I talk about what a more normal Dwarves game would have looked like. This isn't far off from being a realistic plan in a more typical game. But Earth 1 still might be better. Giants take Tukey Town. Wow. I think this is the wrong time to take that kind of town in general, but... Oh, they take Fire 3. Okay. I guess I do spend this last priest locking up air because... Leech! Take the 11-pointer. It's about time they took a thing with points on them, and they take water 3. Okay. Cults are looking like first, second, third. Yeah, I'll take that. I'm doing okay on network, I think. Giants are -6, -5, -4. Probably. Well, I don't know. They need to do a lot of coin stuff. I guess they might have enough stuff for it. I'm not gonna really bother counting. I'm just gonna assume they can make it. If they get to 4 buildings off, that puts them at 14. I'm at 12. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Giants want to spend 12 coins on ship, but that leaves them with a coin and 11 workers. Alright, well, I'm advanced. I'm gonna hit 11 here. Wait, what? Oh. This is going to be better points ratio than making a town. I know it's not what the crowd wants. Or is it? What do I need for this town again? And now the priest spot to air goes away. Awkward. Don't think I want to fight water. This might be best off sent to fire. Yes, I sold you all dig bombs. Look, maybe I get to bomb E11 5 times. Black to blue, blue to green, green to blue, blue to green, green to blue. There's also A6 that I can turn yellow once nomads don't have a structure. Then I can turn it brown. Oh, but they have 3 dwellings, so that might be a problem. It might be a problem. It's not going to be the prettiest set of dig bombs, but the dig bombs are happening. How bad is the network situation? 3. Well, nomads have these 3. And then they have a sandstorm, and they don't really have a lot of workers after that. They're not getting this town, because they don't have a bridge to take. Nomad send priest to fire. Okay, well, I'm running out of good places to put this priest. Which means this priest might be a worker. What was this again? 4, 6, 5, 8, 7, 8, 8, 10. I'm like 4 resources off. I assume alchemists have like a complete lack of care about what I'm doing here. They have H2I2 that I'm just never messing with. Yeah, 3-way tie for second would be 6 points. Leech? No! Well, I only had one dig I could do on that hex. But, you know. I mean, if they didn't catch on yet to your range, I don't know when they're going to. Because if they catch on, they should notice that it's going to end up, I don't know. Also, this is too hilarious to stop, right? Right? I don't want to dig and build B1 to just get to D1. Alright, so Nomad's dig of G1 ends up being... Well, if Alchemist count catching on is taking 2 workers, my goodness. They didn't need those. Alright, what happened here? Nomads build a dwelling. Where? F2? Was F2 open? F2 open? F2 open. Look at this great dig bomb game. Oh gosh, I actually hope that I still win here. This is a complete ELO donation. Attempt. Yeah, you do have to be careful about what digs you're doing. Absolutely. Yeah, all this worrying about connection was really dumb. Didn't get me anywhere. Should have realized... Well, I think I did realize it, right? Because I was like... I said at some point, Stronghold Nomads and Giants who take Double Dig twice should be able to do fine on Network. Sandwich Giants makes it admirable? Yeah. I mean... I'm sure a few of you in watching the stream are sad about how little Giants went for the coins and priests actions. This water one was not great. I think I still take this. What would I do with it? Not sure. Giants have 2 extra resources after they advance ship and build a dwelling, so they're at -4 buildings. Yeah. It is too late for me to fight the network game. I've gone super hard on digging here. So the one thing that this Leech Accept does get me is the opportunity to send this priest somewhere. Instead of converting it to a worker for this last dig. Which would be less of a problem if I just sent my priest to air in the first place. But yeah, I can convert 3 power to a worker, send my priest to a cult, burn, take another worker, and E11 to gray. Complete the dig bomb of E11 like 7 times. Or, you know, just get it ahead of time. This is the best. This is the best. Bam! We're finally making it gray. Oh. Do I think a Sanctuary Air won? Not on this stream. It wasn't correct on this stream. That's for sure. Whether it's correct in a more seriously planned game, probably. But I don't feel inclined to, like, calculate that kind of thing on a stream game where I'm commenting. But yeah, I mean, that's a good thought to have, I think. Alchemists do make it to 18 structures. They've got 2 priests and 5 coins remaining. Alchemists don't really have the ability to catch me on a cult. I can send my priest to fire now and get a point back from nomads. As long as they don't have water too. They don't. Giants and nomads don't have 2 priests to put on water. Giants don't have a priest to put on earth. Yep. Don't think alchemists have enough to... Well, they can't build anything, and they can get 3 more steps. Alright, so I think my first, second, tied second is safe here. What did E11 ever do to me? E11 was amazing. E11 is the MVP of this game. It was my only diggable hex, and he left it open. We end this game with 1 person on a 10 spot. Alchemist might send to water to get the 10 spot, but... Well, this was fun. So 125. Alchemists have to realize they don't have enough stuff, right? They can't make another priest. So this last... That actually loses a point sending it to air versus sending it to water. Yeah, alchemists were super bro-y. We didn't get in the way of them building 18 structures, but because we let them have the single dig G6 in round 1. So they don't... Yeah. I think I win. Apparently Nomad's noticed. Tunnel points are better than town points. When possible. I guess Alchemist could have really messed with me by forcing me to go too far. So in a real game, I probably wouldn't take the risk that Alchemists take that hex away from me. But I think I still get enough points to win. Yeah, I won by 15. So that is Fancy Play Syndrome dig bombing episode. Collect 50 workers. Alright, yeah, this is pretty good. Goal accomplished. Terrible water one. It got me a cult dig, but... really could have been better there. Earth 2 dig bomb. Just like a legitimate strategy sometimes, you know? 52 matches my Snellman max for dwarves. I got distracted by regular play. I mean, I had to do a little. Yeah, I guess Water 1 was just in the regular play mindset, and I really should have remembered, you know, exactly what my endgame looked like. Yeah, this was good. Glad to bring another one of these to you all. Thanks for watching. Seems like it was an enjoyable time. That's what I aimed for. Let's see. Yeah, nobody's live. So that'll be it. See ya, everyone. I stream Agricola 4 times a week. My tutoring schedule is about to clear up as the school year ends for most students. So if that happens, I'll probably stream Terra Mystica more often than I am now, which is to say more than once every 2 months. So yeah, take care.